everyone, this is Bella Yon, lead nutritionist and recipe developer here at Metabolic Living. Welcome to today's Metabolic Super Meal demo for the Get Immunity Upgraded 30-Day Challenge. I'm here to upgrade your immunity with tasty, nutrient-rich recipes. They're very, very easy to make and they've got very simple ingredients that you can buy anywhere. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my Italian-style spaghetti squash casserole recipe. So spaghetti squash is rich in fiber, vitamin C and B6, and it's low in carbs and calories, making it the perfect alternative to heavy pasta dishes with very little nutritional value. To make this as authentically Italian as possible, I have included all of my favorite ingredients like fresh spinach, sun-dried tomatoes, fresh basil pesto, and artichoke hearts. And believe it or not, artichokes are actually one of the top vegetables in terms of total antioxidant content. Not to mention that they are high in vitamin C, A, K, and more. Nourishing your immune system with the right foods is obviously more important now than ever before. But with our lives turned upside down, that can actually be a bit of a challenge, which is why we have developed all sorts of different variations for today's metabolic super meal. Whether you follow a paleo, a keto, maybe you're a vegan or a vegetarian, or maybe you follow our balanced metabolic lifestyle, we have got you covered. All you have to do is pop on over to metabolicliving.com and you're going to get free access to all of the tasty variations for this recipe, and you're going to get free 30-day meal plans and shopping lists. Alrighty, so let's start cooking. For this recipe, you are going to need one medium spaghetti squash. This one's actually a little bit small, but I found it at my farmer's market. You're also going to need 1 teaspoon of olive or avocado oil, or just any stable cooking oil of choice. You're going to need 4 cloves of garlic, minced, again an awesome superfood there. 2 cups of spinach, fresh. Now if you only have access to frozen, that's fine as long as you're getting that folate in. And then also 1 14-ounce can of marinated artichoke hearts, quartered and then just drained. Over here we've got a 1/4 cup of sun-dried tomatoes, just chopped up nicely. A 1/4 cup of basil pesto. Smells absolutely incredible, one of my fave ingredients. And then you're also going to need 1 teaspoon of sea salt and 1/2 teaspoon of fresh black pepper. You're also going to need 1/2 cup of organic shredded Parmesan cheese. Now, if you're a vegan or a dairy-free, please don't panic. You can very, very simply sub in nutritional yeast here. It actually works great in the recipe. I've made it the vegan version as well. And then lastly, 4 ounces of organic fresh mozzarella cheese. Again, if you are dairy-free, do not worry. You can 100% still make this recipe. All you've got to do is omit it completely, or you can just top with your favorite plant-based cheese, whatever that may be. Alrighty, so let's get going. What you're going to do first is start by preheating the oven to 400 degrees F. And then, now this is my little hack, you are going to place the entire spaghetti squash on a rack in the oven, just straight on the rack there. Literally, yes, the entire thing. Don't even attempt at cutting this thing in half until it's cooked. It's an absolute nightmare. So what you're going to do is pop this entire squash on the rack and you're going to bake it for 1 hour. After an hour, you're going to remove the squash from the oven, and here is one I baked earlier. So get a knife and just slice it. Do you see how that literally just slices in half so easily? No hacking for hours, literally just like butter right through there. It is a total game changer. When I first made spaghetti squash, I was hacking at it for probably an hour, just trying to get a knife through. Then I found out this technique and I will never go back. So bake the whole thing, really just slice through, and then what you're going to do is remove the seeds in the inside strands and just set them aside for composting. So I've got a little mug here, so just get all the pips out. You can see this is hot and steamy, just come out of the oven, so be careful not to burn yourself. So get the seeds out, and then what you're going to do is using a fork, you're going to shred the spaghetti strands into a large bowl. So you'll be able to see it just coming across really nicely. So I've actually, to save time so that you don't have to watch me shredding, I've actually done one earlier. So here is the large bowl, and inside I've got all of my spaghetti squash strands nicely So it does kind of look a little bit like spaghetti. And so now we're going to add all our ingredients. So we're going to be adding minced garlic going in there. You guys hear me all the time talk about how much I love garlic. So good. You're also going to add all of your spinach, so just pour those leaves. I've actually also added some kale, I just remembered at the bottom. Really, just whatever leafy greens you have on hand are going to work great in here. Throw in your artichokes as well. These are literally my favorite ingredients, guys. I love Italian style things. In goes the pesto. Don't be afraid to get some of that oil in as well. Olive oil is fabulous for you, great source of healthy fats. Pop that in, and then of course our salt and pepper. So just a pinch of that goes in. Lovely. And your black pepper. Feel free to be quite generous with the pepper for a very Italian style taste. Then you're going to pop in your Parmesan cheese again, or nutritional yeast. It really doesn't matter. Both taste amazing in this recipe. Just make it work for you. And then I'm just going to stir all of this and mix it together. Very green. Yum, 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 guys. This smells amazing. So then what you're going to do is get a little casserole dish, and you're just going to pop all of it in there. So pour it on out. Don't worry if it's not entirely mixed. That's not a problem. Yummy. Then lastly, you're just going to top it with your fresh mozzarella, or if you're dairy-free, your dairy-free cheese. Pop it on top. And then you are going to put this entire thing into the oven, and you're going to bake it for about 10 minutes or just until the cheese melts on the top, even if you're dairy-free. So that is going in the oven. Pop it in there. And then this is what it's going to look like when it comes out. So pull it out of the oven, serve it immediately. This to me looks absolutely delicious. I've actually garnished it just with some fresh basil there. Smells absolutely incredible. Can't wait to tuck on in. I actually enjoy this casserole as it is. I've also paired it with a side salad, which is great. And you could also consider pairing it with an additional protein source. So adding some organic chicken breast, just sliced nicely on top. Also some crispy balsamic chickpeas taste amazing in this for my vegan and vegetarian friends. And honestly, there you have it, a delicious immune boosting dinner recipe for the entire family. Also a great one for meal prepping. If you followed along, be sure to snap a picture. I'd love to see it. Share it on social media with the hashtag #GetImmunityUpgraded. Join me again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern for another delicious recipe. We are going to be making an easy masala curry. Now, as a Brit, I absolutely love curry, of course, and this one is creamy, yummy, and most importantly, packed with anti-inflammatory herbs and spices. If you missed the start of the Get Immunity Upgraded challenge, or if you're joining late, please do not worry. You absolutely can still join, and you can access all of our free recorded cooking demos at www.metabolicliving.com. Plus, we are going to give you free workouts and a 30-day meal plan with grocery lists and recipe customizations to fit your preferences. We have got something for you, whether you are paleo, vegan, keto, or anything else, we've got you covered. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube over at Metabolic Living. Remember, we are all in this together, so let's come out of this stronger than ever. It's time to boost your metabolism, strengthen your immunity, and flatten this curve. Thanks so much, everyone. Enjoy your casserole, and